Hey everyone, RogueGold here, and welcome to your August news preview breakdown, the series where I let you know at the start of each relevant month everything you can expect to see happen in the Division universe, whether it be new updates and content, news articles, test phases, announcements, you name it, I've got you covered. And whereas July was a slower month for the franchise, August looks to be picking things right back up with potential advancements across every game project in the franchise, so hopefully that sounds good. If you end up enjoying the video and find it informative, consider clicking that subscribe button, it truly helps out, and you'll be up to date on everything happening with the Division. But without further ado, let's get to this. As always, feel free to refer to the timestamps in the description to skip around to whatever game or project you want to hear about, but let's begin with the Division 2, as it's of course the most relevant game and topic for the majority of you here. The big ticket item here is Year 5 Season 2. The next major update for the game is on the horizon, and that means that a PTS is approaching. This will likely give us a look at all of the new gear and exotics that are coming our way, some quality of life stuff if there is any of that planned. We know there are a few PvP items that are looking to be addressed from the known issues board. The elephant in the room though is the new incursion, the premier piece of new content coming with this update. Now if you don't know what an incursion is and you're curious to find out, I did an entire video covering that you can find in the upper corner right now or in the description below. But due to the nature of its content, it is unclear, at least to me, whether Massive will choose to include this on the PTS or not. There's evidence to suggest that they could go either way, so we'll just have to see. Regardless of if it is or not, however, I think we certainly will get a PTS, and given that Season 1's in-game timer pins it at ending mid-September, that means that this PTS is no doubt coming in August. If I had to guess, I would say we are probably going to hear more about it closer to the middle of the month, so stay tuned for more info on that. Of course, I will update you as soon as we hear about it. I'm tempted to say that this month could also be the month where we get just an overall roadmap update as well. Last year we got a big one at the start of July. Obviously that didn't happen this year, but last year we also didn't have Division Day, so who knows? All I'm saying is there has been a lot of stake placed on this DLC coming in Season 4. Obviously, we're all really excited to hear anything about it, so maybe if not this month, we might get a little bit of a tidbit on it during the Year 5 Season 2 reveal stream before the update launches in September. Either way, whatever happens, I'll keep you posted. Let's now shift over to the Division Resurgence, as we have some actual dates and tangible events to look forward to. The game has had a pretty steady stream of information releasing if you follow them over on Twitter. Of course, that following their big splash at Ubisoft Forward. I did an early access review that I posted here to the channel. They announced back then that the game would be releasing this fall, and that 2 phases of a regional beta would be preceding that. Well, the first phase concluded a little bit ago, but phase 2 is about to begin. Once again, linked in the description, I have Ubisoft's page detailing the entire thing, but beginning August 8th, 1 week from today, will commence phase 2 of this regional beta. This will be available on iOS and Android just like Phase 1 was. However, it is important to note that it is only available in select regions, hence the title of Regional Beta. So, like I said, if you want all of that info and a link to sign up for testing if you haven't already, you can find that at a page linked in the description. But pretty solid stuff for Resurgence. As I've said before, I'm not more excited for it than any console or PC-based Division experience, but anything to broaden the reach and audience of the Division IP as a whole is a win in my book, so I'm excited to see how Resurgence is received. Moving on, we get to our beloved Division Heartland. Unfortunately, we've got nothing concrete that's set for this month as of yet, although I personally believe that there is a good chance that's going to change. The closed beta for the game began back on June 27th, assumedly concluded sometime last month. And in that announcement video for the beta, Carrie, who is the community developer over on the game at Redstorm, stated that there would be additional opportunities to get involved with the game both on console and PC prior to the game's launch. Now yes, we do not have a definitive window for Heartland's release. However, given recent information that I covered in a video, once again pinned above or linked down in the description, I believe it's coming sooner rather than later. So if that is to be the case, then these quote additional opportunities that they have teased have to be coming sooner rather than later. All of this is to say, it would not surprise me in the least if we get to a random Tuesday this month and Heartland posts another test announcement online. That seems to be their kind of flow lately, so we'll see what happens. Regardless, keep your eyes peeled for Heartland news, and as always, I've got you covered with that right here. Quickly, I did want to cover a few transmedia projects as well. Regarding Novelizations, the Crossroads saga has been awaiting the announcement of a third entry. It's sorely needed after that ending to book 2, if you know, you know. There is no confirmation that one is in the works or would be announced this month. However, Thomas Parrott, the author of the first 2 books, did allude to the idea that he could be working on one a little while back, and it has now been a solid 8 months since compromised release. So if a third book is in the works, an announcement could come any day. And as far as the long-awaited Division Netflix film, we did actually get a pretty hopeful update from director Ross and Marshall Thurber last month on Twitter. I didn't cover it in a video because it didn't really fit in, but I did retweet and discuss it over on that platform. So if you're not following me over there already, you should be. You'll get more in-depth and faster updates like those. Link in the description. But he replied to a fan's request for an update on the project by stating the following: I know, believe me, I know. We were so close to sharing something incredibly cool and then the strike happened. Hang in there, guys, and enjoy Year 5 Season 1 in the meantime. I'll be grinding tonight. Alright, so pretty awesome closing statement there. If you didn't know, Rawson is an avid Division fan. He was even at Ubisoft Forward back in June, so really awesome stuff. He's a rad dude. But if you don't know what he's referring to by those strike comments, currently in the United States, both the Screen Actors Guild and the Writers Guild of America are currently on strike against the studios. They are asking not just for a pay increase to match the rising cost of living in this day and age, but also more protective measures to be taken in this ever-evolving industry with streaming and the rise of AI usage. I won't pretend to know all of the details or try and articulate them. However, this means that until these strikes conclude and an agreement is made, no actor, writer who is a part of these guilds, which to my knowledge is almost every working actor and writer in America, will be partaking in any film project, period. This means that almost every major film production in the country has already shut down and again will not resume until that strike concludes. So bringing this back around to The Division, it does suck that Rawson was apparently gearing up to finally share an update on the project after we've been waiting basically since the announcement of his involvement on the project all the way back in 2021. However, fair working standards and pay are more important. I look forward to these industry workers getting their fair share, and whenever the strike concludes, hopefully we can look forward to Rawson sharing this, quote, incredibly cool news, as he puts it. I'll keep you all posted. My friends, that is everything there is to look forward to with The Division in August. Some incredibly exciting stuff coming for The Division 2. I know I am certainly anxious to hear further updates on what Season 2 is bringing, the new exotics in particular. If you're a Resurgence fan, then there's some big stuff there. Heartland's making moves. It's a good time to be a Division fan. And I'm so glad to have you all on this journey with me. Around the time this video is releasing, we should be right at the cusp of reaching 40,000 subscribers. I can't put into words how much that means to me. There's so much farther I want to go, and that has fully been inspired by your guys' support, so I can't thank you enough. Stay tuned for further updates on all things Division, and let me know your thoughts on what's coming up in August. What are you most looking forward to? That's going to do it for me today, though, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next one. RogueGold. Out.